Are you yearning for a quiet mind, free from the chaos that life throws your way? You've clicked this video because you're searching for the secrets to inner peace, a way to silence the stress that keeps you awake and unsettled. This is exactly where you're meant to be, a journey into the heart of Zen wisdom, crafted to guide you toward serenity. The modern world bombards us with noise, endless to-do lists, nagging worries, and the pressure to keep up. Stress doesn't just steal your calm, it clouds your joy, fractures your focus, and dims your spirit. But imagine a life where peace flows effortlessly, like a still pond untouched by ripples, where anxiety melts away, leaving clarity in its wake. These Zen masters' secrets aren't locked in distant temples, they're here, ready to transform your restless heart into a haven of calm, especially as you rest or drift into deep, restorative sleep. Picture yourself waking each day with a heart as light as a falling leaf, unburdened by yesterday's regrets or tomorrow's fears. The timeless teachings of Zen masters offer more than philosophy. They're practical tools to dissolve stress and uncover the peace already within you. Whether you're grappling with overthinking, life's uncertainties, or sleepless nights, these stories will show you how to pause, breathe, and find stillness. Designed to soothe your mind during sleep, they sink gently into your consciousness, rewiring your thoughts for calm. By the end, you'll carry a quiet strength, ready to face life's storms with grace, as if guided by a lantern's steady glow in the dark. For years, I've delved into the profound insights of Zen masters, from ancient texts like the koans of the Blue Cliff Record to the oral traditions of enlightened teachers. I've woven their lessons into stories that resonate with our hectic lives, helping thousands find peace through my mindfulness content. Viewers have shared how these tales have eased their anxiety and deepened their sleep, a testament to the power of Zen's simplicity. My journey mirrors yours, seeking calm amidst chaos, and I've seen these teachings transform lives, including my own. This isn't mere storytelling, it's a bridge to the wisdom that has guided seekers for centuries, grounded in practices that work. In the next 2 hours, you'll uncover 10 Zen stories, each revealing a secret to inner peace. From a silent bell teaching presence to a broken bowl embracing imperfection, these tales, paired with gentle meditations, will guide you to release stress and rest deeply. You'll learn how to let worries drift like clouds, trust life's flow, and pause amidst chaos. This video is your sanctuary, designed for sleep or quiet reflection, with soothing sounds to carry you into calm. Let's begin this journey together as you discover the Zen master's secrets and awaken to the peace within your heart. In our fast-paced world, stress often stems from our relentless pursuit of action, rushing through tasks, chasing thoughts, or filling every moment with noise. This constant motion leaves us restless, unable to find peace, especially when we seek rest. What if true calm lies not in doing, but in being fully present in quiet moments? The Zen story of the silent bell reveals why embracing stillness is a powerful antidote to stress, teaching us to find peace in the absence of clamor. This story is vital because it shows that inner peace doesn't require grand efforts. It's found in the subtle art of presence. By learning this, particularly during sleep, when your mind is open, you can release the urge to do and sink into serenity, transforming stress into a quiet strength that carries through your days. In a misty valley where ancient cedars stood, sentinel and morning fog wove through stone paths, there nestled a Zen temple, its tiled roof gleaming under soft sunlight. Within its walls lived a young monk named Jiro, whose heart burned with a desire for peace. Before joining the monastery, Jiro had been a musician, playing lively tunes for village festivals, but the weight of expectations pleasing crowds, perfecting his craft, had left him stressed and hollow. Even in the temple's quiet, his mind buzzed like a plucked string, replaying past performances or fretting over his meditations. He longed for the deep calm he saw in the older monks, whose stillness seemed to hum with an unspoken melody. One autumn dawn, as golden light spilled over the valley, Jiro approached his teacher, Master Taro, a Zen master whose presence was as steady as the temple's great bell, which hung silent in the courtyard. Taro was raking gravel into gentle spirals, each motion deliberate, his breath soft. Jiro bowed, his voice edged with unease. "Master," he said, "I meditate, I chant, but my mind is restless. I chase peace like a note I can't play, and stress follows me. Why is the temple bell silent? Does it not ring to call us to peace?" Taro paused, his rake still, and looked at Jiro with eyes that held the valley's quiet. "Jiro," he said, "go to the bell, sit with it, listen to its silence, and return when you understand its song." Puzzled, Jiro walked to the courtyard, where the bronze bell loomed, its surface etched with ancient sutras, unmoved by wind or time. He sat beneath it, expecting to hear something, a faint hum, a hidden chime. But there was only silence, broken by distant birdsong or the rustle of leaves. Jiro's mind rebelled. "This is pointless," he thought, his stress rising. He imagined striking the bell, filling the valley with sound as if noise could force. Peace. Hours passed, and his thoughts raced memories of flawed melodies, fears of failing as a monk. He shifted, restless, ready to leave, but Taro's words held him. Listen to its silence. As dusk settled, painting the sky in hues of violet, Jiro's impatience waned. He closed his eyes, letting the silence envelop him. For the first time, he didn't fight it. He noticed his breath, slow and steady, like a rhythm beneath the quiet. The chatter of his mind worries, regrets faded, not because he forced them out, but because he stopped chasing them. In the bell's silence, he heard no sound, yet felt a presence, vast and calm, like the valley itself. It wasn't a note to play or a goal to reach. It was simply there, in the moment, in his being. Jiro's heart softened, a smile touching his lips. He understood. The bell's silence was its song, a call to rest in presence where peace lived. The next morning, Jiro found Taro by the bell, polishing its surface with a cloth. "Master," he said, bowing, "the bell's silence is its music. It doesn't ring because peace is already here, in this moment, when I stop seeking. My stress quiets when I listen to now." Taro nodded, his eyes warm. "You've heard. The bell's secret, Jiro. Carry its silence, and no noise will shake you." Jiro's practice changed. He meditated not to achieve, but to be. When stress arose, a missed chant, a restless thought, he paused, breathed, and listened to the silence within, like the bell's quiet song. His music returned, not for crowds, but for himself, simple tunes that echoed the valley's calm. His sleep deepened, his dreams untroubled, the silence a gentle lullaby. Years later, Jiro became a teacher, guiding others to the bell's lesson. Stress still came, but he met it with presence, his heart a silent bell, ringing with peace. The silent bell teaches that stress thrives in our chase for peace, but fades when we rest in presence. To find calm, embrace stillness, like Jiro did. Tonight, as you prepare for sleep, practice this with a simple exercise. Lie down, letting your body sink into the bed, soft and relaxed. Close your eyes and breathe slowly, noticing the air's gentle flow. Feel any stress-racing thoughts, daily pressures as noise in your mind. Don't fight it. Imagine sitting by the silent bell. It's quiet, vast, and steady. With each exhale, let thoughts drift, like leaves falling in a quiet valley. Focus on your breath, the silence beneath the noise, anchoring you in now. If a worry arises, note it gently, then return to the silence. Picture the bell unmoving, its peace your own. As you drift into sleep, carry this silence in your heart, letting stress dissolve. This practice, done nightly, will help you find presence, grounding you in peace that endures. Welcome to this soothing meditation, inspired by the story of the silent bell, to help you release stress and find peace through presence. Find a comfortable position, lying down if you're preparing to sleep, or sitting if you prefer. Let your body rest, your arms soft by your sides, your legs relaxed. Close your eyes gently and feel the support beneath you, steady like the earth beneath Jiro's temple. This moment is yours, a time to listen and rest. Begin by noticing your breath, the gentle rhythm of air flowing in and out. Don't change it, just follow its soft movement, like a breeze through a quiet valley. Your breath is your anchor, always here to ground you. If your mind feels restless, carrying the stress of the day tasks, worries, or plans, that's okay. These are noises passing through like distant sounds. Imagine you're sitting in a temple courtyard, like the one where Jiro found the bell. The air is cool, scented with cedar and moss. Before you stands a great bronze bell, still and silent, its surface glowing in soft sunlight. The world around is quiet, save for a faint rustle of leaves or a distant bird's call. This bell is your heart, calm and present, holding peace in its silence. As you breathe in, feel your body ground, steady like the bell's base. As you exhale, let your body soften, ready to listen. Notice any stress or thought, attention. See it as a sound trying to ring, but the bell stays silent. With your next exhale, let the thought drift, like a leaf falling past the bell. Feel the silence deepen, vast and calm. Holding you gently, bring your focus to your breath, the rhythm that mirrors the bell's quiet. Inhale, feeling presence enter you like soft light. Exhale, letting stress fade, like noise dissolving into silence. If a worry arises a task, a fear, note it gently, then return to the bell's silence. You don't need to chase peace. It's here, in this breath, this moment. Your body feels softer, your shoulders relaxed, your face at ease, your heart open. This is your heart at peace, silent and whole. Picture the bell now, unmoving, its silence a song of calm. Your mind is like this bell, steady and present. If your thoughts wander, drawn to stress or noise, that's natural. Gently guide your focus back to your breath, to the bell's quiet. Each exhale deepens the silence. Each inhale brings you now as you drift towards sleep. Trust that this silence will stay with you. The story of Jiro has shown you how to listen, and this meditation is your practice. Your body is heavy, sinking into rest. Your mind is light, clear as the bell's silence. Let this peace carry you into dreams, where stress fades and presence shines. You are calm, you are present, you are at peace. Stress often binds us to our thoughts, worries about tomorrow, regrets from yesterday trapping us in a cycle of anxiety that steals our peace. We cling to these thoughts, believing they define us, yet this attachment only deepens our unrest, especially at night when calm is most needed. What if we could let thoughts drift freely, like clouds across a vast sky, finding peace in their impermanence? The Zen story of the wandering cloud reveals why detaching from thoughts is a key to inner peace, teaching us to observe without holding on. This story is essential because it shows that stress fades when we release our grip, allowing the mind to rest in spacious calm. By embracing this wisdom, particularly during sleep when your mind is receptive, you can loosen anxiety's hold, finding serenity that flows effortlessly through your days and dreams. In a serene highland where winds whispered through bamboo forests and peaks pierced the clouds, there stood a Zen monastery, its wooden halls bathed in the glow of dawn. A young monk named Hannah lived there, her spirit eager but weighed by inner turmoil. Before joining the monastery, Hannah had been a scribe, recording village histories with meticulous care. But the pressure to capture every detail perfectly had left her stressed. Her mind was a storm of thought spheres of errors, memories of criticism, plans to prove her worth. Even in the monastery's quiet, these thoughts swirled, like ink spilling across a page, keeping her from peace. She meditated daily, but her mind clung to each thought, and sleep came fitfully, her dreams tangled with unrest. One spring afternoon, as cherry blossoms drifted on the breeze, Hannah sought her teacher, Master Kyo, a Zen master whose calm seemed to mirror the sky's boundless clarity. Kyo stood on a cliff overlooking the valley, gazing at clouds drifting lazily across the horizon. Hannah bowed, her voice heavy with frustration. "Master," she said, "my mind is crowded with thoughts, mistakes I've made, fears of failing. They stress me, chaining me from peace. How can I free myself when my thoughts won't stop?" Kyo turned, his eyes tracing a cloud's slow dance. "Hannah," he said, "look at the clouds. Tell me, do they cling to the sky, or do they wander?" Freely, Hannah gazed upward, watching a fluffy cloud drift, its edges soft, its form ever-changing. "They wander, Master," she said. "They don't stay still, and the sky doesn't hold them." Kyo nodded, his voice gentle. "Your thoughts are like these clouds, Hannah. They arise, they pass, but you cling to them, thinking they're you. Let them wander, and you'll find the sky your true mind, vast and peaceful. Sit here, observe your thoughts, and return when you see the sky." With that, he walked away, leaving Hannah with the clouds. Hannah sat on the cliff, her mind skeptical but willing. She closed her eyes, expecting to silence her thoughts, but they surged regrets over a flawed scroll, worries about her practice. Stress tightened her chest, urging her to fix or fight these thoughts. But she remembered Kyo's words and opened her eyes to the clouds. She watched one form shift and dissolve, never staying, never owned by the sky. Can my thoughts be like this? She wondered. She turned inward, observing a thought of fear of judgment. Instead of grasping it, she let it drift, like a cloud passing. It faded, and another arose, a memory of praise. She let that drift too, neither holding nor pushing. Hours passed, the sun dipping low, casting golden rays through the clouds. Hannah's breath slowed, her mind softening. She didn't try to stop her thoughts. She watched them arise and pass, like clouds across a boundless sky. The stress that once gripped her began to loosen, not because her thoughts changed, but because she stopped clinging. In that spaciousness, she felt a calm vastness, like the sky itself, untouched by the clouds' dance. Her heart lightened, a quiet smile forming. She saw the sky, her true mind, peaceful and free. The next dawn, Hannah found Kyo by the cliff, a new cloud drifting above. "Master," she said, bowing, "my thoughts are clouds, passing through the sky of my mind. Let them wander, and my stress fades. Peace is the sky, always there." Kyo smiled, his eyes reflecting the horizon. "You've seen the sky, Hannah. Carry its vastness, and no cloud will bind you." Hannah's practice shifted. She meditated not to banish thoughts, but to let them drift. When stress arose amidst ritual, a lingering doubt, she observed it, like a cloud, letting it pass. Her scribe's precision softened, her work flowing with ease, her heart unburdened. Her sleep deepened, her dreams as light as clouds. Years later, Hannah taught others the sky's lesson, guiding them to peace. Stress still came, but she met it with spaciousness. Her mind a wandering cloud, resting in the sky's calm. The wandering cloud teaches that stress grows when we cling to thoughts, but fades when we let them drift, like Hannah did, to find peace. Practice detachment. Tonight, as you prepare for sleep, try this simple exercise. Lie down, letting your body sink into the bed, soft and relaxed. Close your eyes and breathe slowly, noticing the air's gentle flow. Feel any regrets as clouds in your mind's sky. Don't fight them. Imagine sitting on Hannah's cliff, watching clouds pass. With each exhale, let a thought drift of fear, a plan without holding or pushing. Focus on your breath, the vast sky beneath the clouds, anchoring you in calm. If a thought returns, observe it gently, letting it pass again. Picture the sky, boundless and clear, your true mind at peace. As you drift into sleep, carry this sky in your heart, letting stress dissolve. This practice, done nightly, will help you release thoughts, grounding you in serenity that endures. Welcome to this soothing meditation, inspired by the story of the wandering cloud, to help you release stress and find peace through detachment. Find a comfortable position, lying down if you're preparing to sleep, or sitting if you prefer. Let your body rest, your arms soft by your sides, your legs relaxed. Close your eyes gently and feel the support beneath you, steady like the cliff where Hannah sat. This moment is yours, a time to let go and rest. Begin by noticing your breath, the gentle rhythm of air flowing in and out. Don't change it, just follow its soft movement, like a breeze across a vast sky. Your breath is your anchor, always here to ground you. If your mind feels crowded, carrying the stress of the day worries, plans, or regrets, that's okay. These are clouds, passing through your mind's sky, not staying. Imagine you're sitting on a cliff, like the one in Hannah's monastery, overlooking a wide valley. The air is warm, scented with bamboo and blossoms. Above you stretches a boundless sky, clear and blue, dotted with soft, white clouds drifting lazily. This sky is your true mind, spacious and calm, untouched by the clouds that pass through. As you breathe in, feel your body ground, steady like the cliff's stone. As you exhale, let your body soften, ready to release. Notice any stress or thought, a tension. See it as a cloud in your sky, forming and shifting. Don't grasp it or push it away. With your next exhale, let the cloud drift, watching it move across the sky, growing smaller, fading. Feel your mind lighten, your heart ease. Bring your focus to your breath, the rhythm that mirrors the sky's calm. Inhale, feeling spaciousness enter you like clear light. Exhale, letting another cloud drift a worry, a memory. If a thought persists, don't fight it. Observe it gently, like a cloud changing shape, then let it pass. You don't need to hold. These clouds, the sky is enough, vast and peaceful. Your body feels softer, your shoulders relaxed, your face at ease, your heart open. This is your mind at peace, clear as the sky. Picture the sky now, endless and serene, clouds drifting freely, never staying. Your mind is like this sky, spacious and whole. If your thoughts wander, drawn to stress or plans, that's natural. Gently guide your focus back to your breath, to the sky's vastness. Each exhale lets a cloud drift. Each inhale brings you calm as you drift toward sleep. Trust that this sky will stay with you. The story of Hannah has shown you how to let go, and this meditation is your practice. Your body is heavy, sinking into rest. Your mind is light, clear as the sky. Let this peace carry you into dreams, where stress fades and spaciousness shines. You are calm, you are free. Stress often arises from our pursuit of perfection, where we judge ourselves harshly for flaws, mistakes, or imperfections, believing they diminish our worth. This relentless self-criticism fuels anxiety, keeping us restless and far from peace, especially when we seek solace in sleep. What if peace lies not in flawlessness, but in embracing our imperfections as part of our humanity? The Zen story of the broken bowl unveils why accepting our flaws is a gateway to inner peace, teaching us to release the stress of striving for an unattainable ideal. This story is crucial because it reframes imperfections as opportunities for growth, freeing us from self-imposed burdens. By internalizing this wisdom, particularly during sleep when your mind is open to healing, you can let go of self-judgment, finding serenity that shines through your perceived cracks, guiding you to a life of calm acceptance in a tranquil valley, cradled by emerald hills, where wildflowers swayed in the breeze and a gentle stream murmured its ancient song. There stood a Zen temple, its weathered beams glowing warmly under the sun's tender caress. Within its quiet halls lived a young monk named Seik, whose heart was earnest but shadowed by doubt. Before joining the monastery, Seik had been a potter, shaping clay into delicate vessels for her village, but her obsession with crafting perfect bowls had left her stressed. Each crack, each uneven rim, felt like a personal failure, a reflection of her own inadequacy. Even in the temple's stillness, this self-criticism lingered, her mind etching flaws into every meditation, every task. She longed for the radiant peace she saw in the older monks, whose smiles seemed to hold the valley's gentle light, unmarred by imperfection. One summer morning, as dew sparkled on the temple's mossy stones and the air carried the scent of blooming jasmine, Saki sought her teacher, Master Rin, a Zen master whose presence was as warm and steady as a well-worn bowl. Rin was in the temple's kitchen, preparing tea with deliberate care, his hands moving like a slow dance. Saki bowed deeply, her voice trembling with the weight of her inner struggle. "Master," she said, "my heart is heavy. I see flaws. In everything I do, my meditations wander, my chants falter. I strive for perfection, but stress consumes me, and peace feels unreachable. Why do I fail so?" Rin looked at her, his eyes soft yet piercing, like sunlight through a cracked window. "Seiki," he said, "come with me to the garden." They walked to a small garden beside the temple, where a stone path wound through beds of wildflowers, and a single cherry tree stood, its branches heavy with pink blossoms. Rin pointed to a clay bowl resting on a stone bench, its surface marred by a deep crack, its glaze uneven, yet filled with rainwater that reflected the sky's soft blue. "Seiki," he said, "tell me what you see." Seik frowned, her potter's eye critical. "A broken bowl, master," she replied. "It's flawed, useless for holding tea or rice." Rin smiled, lifting the bowl gently, the water catching the light like a tiny mirror. "Is it useless, Seik, or does it hold something beautiful?" "Look closer." Seik leaned in, seeing the crack's jagged path, the glaze's imperfections, but also the water's clarity, the sky's reflection dancing within. "It holds water, master," she said hesitantly, "and the sky, but it's still broken." Rin set the bowl down, his voice soft as the breeze. "This bowl was once whole, Seik, but its crack makes it unique. It no longer serves tea, but it cradles rain, offering a home to the sky. Your flaws, your wandering mind, your faltering chance are like this crack. They don't diminish you, they shape you. Striving for perfection creates stress, but embracing your brokenness brings peace. Sit with this bowl's sake and see its beauty. Return when you understand its lesson." Saki sat by the bowl, her mind resistant, her stress flaring. She saw only its flaws, memories of her own cracked pots flooding back bowls discarded, her hands trembling with frustration. "How can a broken thing be beautiful?" she thought, her heart tight. She meditated, but her thoughts judged. Her posture wasn't straight, her breath uneven. Hours passed, the sun climbing high, its rays warming the bowl's rough surface. Saki's gaze softened, drawn to the water's gentle ripples, the cherry blossoms reflected alongside the sky. She noticed ants sipping from the bowl's edge, a dragonfly pausing on its rim. The crack, once a flaw, seemed to weave a story of clay shaped by hands, fired by flame, cracked by time, yet still holding life. As dusk painted the valley in hues of gold and lavender, Saki closed her eyes, her breath slowing. She saw her flaws differently, not as failures, but as marks of her journey. Her wandering mind was a sign of curiosity, her faltering chance a heart-seeking truth. Like the bowl, she was cracked but whole, imperfect yet capable of beauty. Stress began to loosen, her heart opening like a blossom. She felt peace, not in perfection, but in acceptance, as if the bowl's quiet presence had whispered its secret to her soul. The next morning, Saki found Rin by the garden, tending the cherry tree's roots. "Master," she said, bowing, her voice steady, "the broken bowl is beautiful. Its cracks hold the sky, just as my flaws hold my humanity. I embrace them, and my stress fades. Peace is in being, not in being perfect." Rin placed a hand on the bowl, his smile warm. "You've seen the bowl's truth, Seika carry its brokenness, and no flaw will steal your peace." Seika's practice transformed. She meditated without chasing perfection, letting her mind wander and return, like water settling in the bowl. When stress arose, a clumsy task, a self-critical thought, she paused, breathed, and saw her flaws as cracks holding light. Her pottery returned, not for flawless vessels, but for bowls that told stories, their cracks glazed with gold. Her sleep deepened, her dreams soft, the bowl's lesson a gentle cradle. Years later, Seik shared this wisdom, guiding others to embrace their brokenness. Stress still came, but she met it with acceptance, her heart a broken bowl, radiant with peace. The broken bowl teaches that stress thrives in our chase for perfection, but fades when we embrace our flaws, like Saki did. To find peace, accept your imperfections. Tonight, as you prepare for sleep, practice this with a simple exercise. Lie down, letting your body sink into the bed, soft and relaxed. Close your eyes and breathe slowly, noticing the air's gentle flow. Feel any stress, self-criticism, a perceived flaws, a crack in your being. Don't fight it. Imagine sitting by Saki's bowl, its crack holding sky and water. With each exhale, see a flaw, a mistake, a doubter's, a crack filled with light. Part of your beauty. Focus on your breath, the bowl's quiet presence anchoring you in acceptance. If judgment arises, note it gently, then return to the light in your cracks. Picture the bowl, broken yet whole, your heart at peace. As you drift into sleep, carry this bowl in your soul, letting stress dissolve. This practice, done nightly, will help you embrace flaws, grounding you in serenity that endures. Welcome to this soothing meditation, inspired by the story of the broken bowl, to help you release stress and find peace through accepting your imperfections. Find a comfortable position, lying down if you're preparing to sleep, or sitting. If you prefer, let your body rest, your arms soft by your sides, your legs relaxed. Close your eyes gently and feel the support beneath you, steady like the garden where Saki sat. This moment is yours, a time to accept and rest. Begin by noticing your breath, the gentle rhythm of air flowing in and out. Don't change it, just follow its soft movement, like a breeze over a quiet valley. Your breath is your anchor, always here to ground you. If your mind feels heavy, carrying the stress of the day, self-doubt, criticism, or flaws, that's okay. These are cracks in your being, not flaws to hide, but marks of your journey. Imagine you're sitting in a temple garden, like the one beside Saki's monastery. The air is warm, scented with jasmine and earth. Before you rests a clay bowl, cracked and uneven, yet filled with rainwater reflecting a soft blue sky. This bowl is your heart, broken yet beautiful, holding light in its imperfections. As you breathe in, feel your body ground, steady like the garden's stones. As you exhale, let your body soften, ready to embrace. Notice any stress, a critical thought, a perceived flaw. See it as a crack in the bowl, jagged but glowing with light. With your next exhale, let the crack shine, imagining it filled with sky, like water in the bowl. Feel your heart lighten, your mind ease. Bring your focus to your breath, the rhythm that mirrors the bowl's calm. Inhale, feeling acceptance enter you like soft light. Exhale, letting a flaw, a mistake, a doubt glow as part of your beauty. If a judgment arises, don't fight it. See it as a crack, then let it shine, returning to the bowl's quiet presence. You don't need to be perfect. Your cracks hold. You're light, your body feels softer, your shoulders relaxed, your face at ease, your heart open. This is your heart at peace, whole in its brokeness. Picture the bowl now, its cracks radiant, holding sky and blossoms. Your mind is like this bowl, beautiful in its imperfections. If your thoughts wander, drawn to stress or self-criticism, that's natural. Gently guide your focus back to your breath, to the bowl's light. Each exhale lets a crack shine. Each inhale brings you peace. As you drift towards sleep, trust that this broken bowl will stay with you. The story of Sake has shown you how to embrace flaws, and this meditation is your practice. Your body is heavy, sinking into rest. Your mind is light, radiant as the bowl's cracks. Let this peace carry you into dreams where stress fades and acceptance shines. You are calm, you are whole, you are at peace. Stress often dims our inner light, leaving us feeling lost in the darkness of doubt, fear, or external pressures, as if peace is something we must seek outside ourselves. This endless search fuels anxiety, disrupting our calm and sleep. What if peace is a light already within us, waiting to be uncovered? The Zen story of the lantern's light reveals why trusting your inner wisdom is a key to inner peace, teaching us to look within rather than chase external solutions. This story is vital because it empowers you to find calm in your own heart, releasing the stress of seeking elsewhere. By embracing this wisdom, especially during sleep when your mind is open to insight, you can rediscover your innate serenity, like a lantern glowing steadily through the night, guiding you to a life of quiet confidence in a remote mountain village, where stars burned brightly against the velvet sky and winds carried the scent of pine. There stood a Zen temple, its paper lanterns casting a soft glow over stone paths worn smooth by countless footsteps. A young disciple named Kenta lived there, his spirit bright but clouded by uncertainty. Before joining the monastery, Kenta had been a merchant's apprentice, navigating bustling markets, but the constant pressure to outwit competitors and meet quotas had left him stressed and hollow. He sought peace in the temple, yet his mind wandered, searching for answers in books, rituals, or others' approval. Each unanswered questioner, faltering meditation, a misunderstood contatin, the knot of anxiety within him, stealing his sleep and leaving his dreams restless, as if he were groping in the dark for a light he couldn't find. One winter evening, as snowflakes danced in the crisp air and the temple's lanterns flickered like tiny stars, Kenta sought his teacher, Master Hane, a Zen master whose presence was as warm and steady as a flame in a storm. Hane sat in the meditation hall, a single lantern beside her, its glow illuminating the wooden floors, grain, and the folds of her robe. Kenta bowed, his voice heavy with unease, the weight of his doubts pressing like a cold stone against his. "Heart, master," he said, "I seek peace, but my mind is lost. I study sutras, I meditate, yet I feel I'm stumbling in darkness, doubting my path, fearing I'll never find calm. Where is the light of peace? Why can't I see it?" Hannah looked at him, her eyes reflecting the lantern's soft flame, calm and unyielding. "Kenta," she said, "come with me into the night." They stepped outside, the snow crunching under their sandals, the village cloaked in a quiet only winter brings. Hane carried the lantern, its light cutting a golden path through the darkness, illuminating drifts of snow and the bare branches of a plum tree. She led Kenta to a clearing beyond the temple, where the stars shone fiercely, unmarred by clouds. "Kenta," she said, holding the lantern high, "what do you see?" He squinted, the light warm against the cold. "Your lantern, master, lighting the snow, the trees. It shows the way." Hane nodded, then gently covered the lantern with a cloth, plunging them into darkness. Kenta's breath caught, his heart racing as the stars faded into shadow. "Now what do you see?" she asked. "Nothing, master," Kenta stammered, his stress rising, the darkness pressing in. "I'm lost without the light." Hane uncovered the lantern, its glow returning, softer now against the starlit sky. "Kenta," she said, "you seek peace as if it's a light outside UN Sutras. In my words, imperfection. But peace is the lantern within your heart, always burning, even when you cover it with doubt. Stop searching outward. Trust the light you carry. Sit here, Kenta, and look within. Return when you see your lantern." She handed him the cloth, its fabric rough yet warm, and walked back to the temple. leaving him with the stars and the faint glow of her lantern fading into the night. Kenta sat in the clearing, the cloth in his hands, his mind churning. He felt foolish, abandoned in the cold, his stress whispering that he'd fail again. He clutched the cloth, tempted to chase Hannah's light, but her words held him. Trust the light you carry. He closed his eyes, shivering, and turned inward, expecting darkness. Instead, he noticed his breath, steady despite his fear, a quiet rhythm like a flame's flicker. Thoughts arose, doubts about his meditations, fears of unworthiness, but he let them pass, focusing on his breath, the warmth in his chest. Slowly, a sense of calm emerged, not grand or blinding, but soft, like a lantern's glow, steady within. Him, he saw it wasn't in sutras or approval. It was his own heart, burning quietly, always there as dawn broke, painting the snow in hues of rose and gold. Kenta opened his eyes, the cloth soft in his hands. The stars had faded, but he felt a light within, unshaken by the night's cold or his doubts. He returned to the temple, finding Hane by the meditation hall, the lantern now extinguished, its work done. "Master," he said, bowing, his voice clear, "my peace is a lantern in my heart. I covered it with doubt, but it never stopped burning. My stress fades when I trust this light." Hane smiled, placing the cloth on the lantern. "You've seen your light, Kenta. Carry its glow, and no darkness will lost you." Kenta's practice changed. He meditated not to find answers, but to trust his inner light. When stress arose a questioned cone, a restless moment, he paused, breathed, and felt the lantern's glow, steady within. His merchant's cunning softened, replaced by a quiet confidence, his actions guided by calm. His sleep deepened, his dreams lit by a gentle flame, the lantern's lesson a beacon. Years later, Kenta shared this wisdom, guiding others to their inner light. Stress still came, but he met it with trust, his heart a lantern, glowing with peace through life's darkest nights. The lantern's light teaches that stress grows when we seek peace outside, but fades when we trust our inner light, like Kenta did. To find calm, look within. Tonight, as you prepare for sleep, practice this with a simple exercise. Lie down, letting your body sink into the bed, soft and relaxed. Close your eyes and breathe slowly, noticing the air's gentle flow. Feel any stressed out, fear as darkness around you. Don't chase external light. Imagine sitting in clearing, a lantern glowing in your heart. With each exhale, see doubts fade, the lantern's light steady, warm. Focus on your breath, the glow within, anchoring you in calm. If a worry arises, note it gently, then return to your light. Picture the lantern burning softly, your peace unshaken. As you drift into sleep, carry this light in your soul, letting stress dissolve. This practice, done nightly, will help you trust your inner calm, grounding you in serenity that endures. Welcome to this soothing meditation, inspired by the story of the lantern's light, to help you release stress and find peace by trusting your inner wisdom. Find a comfortable position, lying down if you're preparing to sleep, or sitting if you prefer. Let your body rest, your arms soft by your sides, your legs relaxed. Close your eyes gently and feel the support beneath you, steady like the earth in Kenta's clearing. This moment is yours, a time to trust and rest. Begin by noticing your breath, the gentle rhythm of air flowing in and out. Don't change it, just follow its soft movement, like a flame flickering in a quiet night. Your breath is your anchor, always here to ground you. If your mind feels shadowed, carrying the stress of the day doubts, fears, or pressures, that's okay. These are clouds covering your inner light, not your true heart. Imagine you're sitting in a snowy clearing, like the one outside Kenta's temple. The air is crisp, scented with pine and snow. Around you, the night is dark, stars hidden, but within your heart burns a small lantern, its golden glow warm and steady. This lantern is your peace, always there, even in doubt. As you breathe in, feel your body ground, steady like the clearing's earth. As you exhale, let your body soften, ready to trust. Notice any stress, fear, a doubt. See it as darkness around you, but don't chase it. With your next exhale, focus on the lantern in your heart, its light glowing brighter, pushing shadows away. Feel your mind lighten, your heart warm. Bring your focus to your breath, the rhythm that mirrors the lantern's flame. Inhale, feeling light enter you like a soft glow. Exhale, letting stress fade, like darkness retreating from the lantern. If a thought arises, a worry, a need for answers, note it gently, then return to your lantern's light. You don't need to search. Your peace is within, burning steadily. Your body feels softer, your shoulders relaxed, your face at ease, your heart open. This is your heart at peace, glowing with wisdom. Picture the lantern now, its flame steady, lighting your inner world. Your mind is like this lantern, calm and unshaken. If your thoughts wander, drawn to stress or doubt, that's natural. Gently guide your focus back to your breath, to the lantern's glow. Each exhale brightens your light. Each inhale brings you peace. As you drift toward sleep, trust that this lantern will stay with you. The story of Kenta has shown you how to trust, and this meditation is your practice. Your body is heavy, sinking into rest. Your mind is light, radiant as the lantern. Let this peace carry you into dreams, where stress fades and wisdom shines. You are calm, you are lit, you are at peace. Stress often stems from our fixation on destinations, achieving goals, securing futures, or reaching some imagined state of perfection, binding us to outcomes that keep us anxious and restless. This relentless pursuit traps us, stealing our peace, especially when we seek calm in sleep. What if peace lies not in arriving somewhere, but in embracing the journey itself without a fixed path? The Zen story of the pathless path reveals why letting go of rigid destinations fosters inner peace, teaching us to flow with life's uncertainty. This story is essential because it frees you from the stress of chasing endpoints, inviting you to find calm in each step. By embracing this wisdom, particularly during sleep when your mind is open, you can release outcome-driven anxiety, finding serenity that walks with you like a traveler on an open road, guiding you to a life of ease in a vast highland where rolling meadows stretched toward jagged peaks and the wind sang of distant seas. There stood a Zen hermitage, its thatched roof nestled among wild grasses, its wooden walls weathered by time and softened by the touch of morning mist. A young wanderer named Toshi lived there as a novice monk, his heart restless yet yearning for peace. Before joining the hermitage, Toshi had been a map maker, charting routes for traders across treacherous lands. But the pressure to plot flawless paths avoiding storms, bandits, or errors had left him stressed, his mind a tangle of calculations and fears. In the hermitage's quiet, he sought freedom, yet his thoughts clung to destinations, mastering Zen, proving his worth, finding a clear path to peace. Each step felt heavy, his sleep fitful, his dreams haunted by endless roads leading nowhere, as if he were forever lost. One crisp autumn day, as golden leaves spiraled from ancient oaks and the sky burned with the clarity of a polished sapphire, Toshi sought his teacher, Master Soren, a Zen master whose presence was as fluid as a river, moving without clinging to any shore. Soren was walking a winding trail beyond the hermitage, his straw hat bobbing gently, his staff tapping the earth in a rhythm like a heartbeat. Toshi bowed, his voice strained with urgency, the weight of his quest pressing against his chest like a tightly drawn map. "Master," he said, "I seek peace, but my mind is fixed on finding the right path. I fear straying, failing, or never arriving. This stress binds me, and I can't rest. Where is the path to peace? Why can't I find it?" Soren paused, his eyes tracing the trail as it vanished into the meadow's golden haze. "Toshi," he said, "walk with me and leave your map behind." They walked in silence, the trail meandering through fields where grasses swayed like waves, past a bubbling spring that mirrored the sky, and under oaks whose branches cradled the wind's soft whispers. Toshi's mind raced, expecting a destination, shrine, a sacred grove, but the trail seemed aimless, looping without end. His stress grew, his mapmaker's instinct urging him to chart the route, to demand a goal. "Master," he blurted, unable to contain his unease, "where are we going? This path leads nowhere, and I feel lost." Soren stopped, leaning on his staff, his gaze soft yet piercing, like sunlight through a canopy of leaves. "Toshi," he said, "look around. Where are you now?" Toshi glanced at the meadow, the spring, the oaks, their beauty vivid yet fleeting. "I'm here, Master," he said, confused, "but I need to know where I'm headed." Soren smiled, gesturing to the trail, its curves blending into the horizon. "The path to peace is pathless, Toshi. You stress because you seek a destination, a map to follow, but peace is in each step, not at the end. Walk without chasing, and you'll find you're already there. Sit here, Toshi, and walk within yourself. Return when you see the pathless path." He handed Toshi a smooth river stone, cool and heavy, etched with the water's ancient touch, and continued down the trail, his figure fading into the meadow's golden light, leaving Toshi alone with the wind and the endless sky. Toshi sat by the spring, the stone in his hands, his mind rebelling against Soren's words. He felt adrift, his stress whispering that without a goal, he'd wander forever, lost. He clutched the stone, tempted to chase Soren, to demand a map, but the master's words held him. Walk without chasing. He closed his eyes, the springs, gurgle blending with the wind's song, and turned inward. He noticed his breath, steady and soft, like a step on an unseen path. Thoughts surged, fears of failure, plans for mastery, but he let them pass, focusing on the moment, the stone's weight, the air's coolness, his heart's quiet beat. Slowly, a calm emerged, not a destination reached, but a presence felt, like walking a trail without needing to arrive. His stress began to loosen, his heart opening, as if the meadow itself had unfolded within him. As twilight draped the highland in shades of indigo and silver, Toshi opened his eyes, the stone warm in his hands. The trail was still there, winding, without end, but it no longer frightened him. He saw peace wasn't a place to reach, but a way to walk, each step enough. He returned to the hermitage, finding Soren by the spring, tossing pebbles into the water, their ripples catching starlight. "Master," Toshi said, bowing, his voice light, "the path to peace is pathless. I walk without chasing, and my stress fades. Peace is here in each step. Soren placed a hand on the stone, his smile warm as dawn. You've seen the pathless path, Toshi. Walk it, and no destination will bind you. Toshi's practice shifted. He meditated not to arrive, but to be. When stress arose, a wayward thought, a question teaching, he paused, breathed, and took a step within, trusting the moment. His mapmaker's precision softened, his life flowing like the trail, guided by presence. His sleep deepened, his dreams open as meadows, the stones lessen a steady guide. Years later, Toshi shared this wisdom, guiding others to walk without maps. Stress still came, but he met it with ease, his heart a pathless path, alive with peace in every step. The pathless path teaches that stress grows when we chase destinations, but fades when we walk each moment, like Toshi did. To find peace, embrace the journey. Tonight, as you prepare for sleep, practice this with a simple exercise. Lie down, letting your body sink into the bed, soft and relaxed. Close your eyes and breathe slowly, noticing the air's gentle flow. Feel any stress goals, fears as a need to arrive. Don't chase them. Imagine walking Toshi's trail, each breath a step without a map. With each exhale, let a thought pass a plan. A worry trusting this moment is enough. Focus on your breath, the trail's quiet rhythm anchoring you in now. If a goal arises, note it gently, then return to your step. Picture the meadow, open, and free, your heart at peace. As you drift into sleep, carry this trail in your soul, letting stress dissolve. This practice, done nightly, will help you walk without chasing, grounding you in serenity that endures. Welcome to this soothing meditation, inspired by the story of the pathless path, to help you release stress and find peace by embracing each moment. Find a comfortable position, lying down if you're preparing to sleep, or sitting if you prefer. Let your body rest, your arms soft by your sides, your legs relaxed. Close your eyes gently and feel the support beneath you, steady like the earth on Toshi's trail. This moment is yours, a time to walk and rest. Begin by noticing your breath, the gentle rhythm of air flowing in and out. Don't change it, just follow its soft movement, like a step on a quiet trail. Your breath is your anchor, always here to ground you. If your mind feels restless, carrying the stress of the day goals, fears, or plans, that's okay. These are destinations pulling you from the moment, not your true path. Imagine you're walking a winding trail like the one in Toshi's highland. The air is crisp, scented with grass and oak. Around you, meadows stretch wide, golden under a clear sky, the trail meandering without end. This trail is your heart, open and free, needing no destination to be whole as you breathe in. Feel your body ground, steady like the trail's earth. As you exhale, let your body soften, ready to walk. Notice any stressor thought, a goal. See it as a map you don't need, urging you to rush. With your next exhale, let the map drift like a leaf falling on the trail. Feel your mind lighten, your heart ease, each breath a step in peace. Bring your focus to your breath, the rhythm that mirrors the trail's flow. Inhale, feeling presence enter you like soft light. Exhale, letting a thought pass, a worry, a need to arrive. If a goal arises, don't chase it. Note it gently, then return to your breath, your step. You don't need a destination. This moment is enough. Your body feels softer, Your shoulders relaxed, your face at ease, your heart open. This is your heart at peace, walking freely. Picture the trail now, winding through meadows, open under a starry sky. Your mind is like this trail, calm and unbound. If your thoughts wander, drawn to stress or plans, that's natural. Gently guide your focus back to your breath, to the trail's rhythm. Each exhale releases a map. Each inhale brings you now. As you drift towards sleep, trust that this pathless path will stay with you. The story of Toshi has shown you how to walk, and this meditation is your practice. Your body is heavy, sinking into rest. Your mind is light, open as a meadow. Let this peace carry you into dreams, where stress fades and presence shines. You are calm, you are free, you are at peace. Stress often arises from our distracted minds, pulled by a cacophony of thoughts or his plans, or fleeting distractions that drown out the present moment, leaving us anxious and sleepless. We chase silence or solutions, yet this pursuit only amplifies our unrest. What if peace lies in tuning into the subtle, present sounds of life, anchoring us in mindfulness? The Zen story of the whispering pine unveils why mindful attention to the moment's quiet voice fosters inner peace, teaching us to listen deeply rather than rush past. This story is crucial because it offers a simple path to calm through presence, easing the stress of a scattered mind. By embracing this wisdom, especially during sleep when your mind is open, you can quiet overthinking, finding serenity that hums like a pine's soft whisper, guiding you to a life of scented calm. In a secluded forest where towering pines stretched toward the heavens, and dappled sunlight wove patterns on the earth, there stood a Zen retreat, its bamboo walls blending seamlessly with the woodland's embrace, its roof kissed by the morning's gentle mist. A young monk named Ryo lived there, his heart earnest but restless, seeking the peace promised by Zen. Before joining the retreat, Ryo had been a courier, racing through bustling towns to deliver messages. But the urgency of his task's deadlines, impatient clients, the fear of delay had left him stressed, his mind a whirlwind of haste. In the forest's stillness, he hoped to find calm, yet his thoughts darted like sparrows, flitting from one worry to another. A fumbled cone, a restless meditation, a fear of falling short. Sleep eluded him, his dreams chaotic, as if his mind was still running endless errands through a noisy world. One autumn twilight, as the sky glowed with hues of amber and rose, and the pines sighed softly in the evening breeze, Ryo sought his teacher, Master Etsu, a Zen master whose presence was as grounded as the forest's ancient roots, his silence resonant with quiet wisdom. Etsu sat beneath a lone pine, its needles shimmering in the fading light, his hands resting lightly on his knees, as if listening to the tree's secret song. Ryo bowed, his voice tight with frustration, the weight of his scattered mind pressing like a storm against his chest. "Master," he said, "my thoughts are a clamor worries about my practice, fears of failure. This stress keeps me from peace, and I can't rest. How can I quiet my mind when it's so loud?" Etsu opened his eyes, their depth like the forest's shadowed glades, and tilted his head toward the pine. "Ryo," he said, "listen to this pine. What does it whisper? Sit here, hear its voice, and return when you understand its lesson." Ryo sat beneath the pine, his mind skeptical, his stress bubbling like a restless stream. He strained to hear something, a clear sound, a profound message, but caught only the wind's faint rustle through the needles, the distant call of a thrush the soft creak of branches swaying in the evening's embrace. This is just noise, he thought, his courier's haste urging him to move, to seek a louder answer. He shifted, impatient, his thoughts racing, memories of rushed deliveries, doubts about his meditations, plans to perfect his practice. The pine's whisper seemed trivial, drowned by his mind's clamor, and he nearly stood to leave, convinced the task was futile. But Etsu's words held him, hear its voice. As night fell, the forest cloaked in a tapestry of stars. Ryo closed. His eyes, the pines sent sharp and grounding. He let go of his need for a grand revelation, focusing instead on the moment's sounds, the wind's soft sigh, the needle's delicate tremble, the thrush's fading note blending with the silence. His breath slowed, syncing with the pines. Rhythm, as if he were part of its whisper. Thoughts arose, fears, plans, but he didn't chase them. He listened, letting them pass like leaves carried by the breeze, returning to the pine's quiet voice. In that listening, a calm emerged, not forced or sought, but present, like the forest's heartbeat. His stress began to unravel, his heart softening, as if the pine had shared its secret. Peace was in hearing the moment, not in silencing the world. At dawn, as sunlight filtered through the pines, casting golden threads across the earth, Ryo opened his eyes, the forest alive with its subtle chorus. He felt anchored, his mind no longer a storm but a listener, attuned to now. He returned to the retreat, finding Etsu by the pine, tracing a needle's curve with a gentle finger. "Master," Ryo said, bowing, his voice steady, the pine whispers the moment's song. I listen and my thoughts pass. My stress quiets when I hear the present. Etsu placed a pine needle in Ryo's hand, its green vibrant against his palm, his smile warm as morning light. You've heard the pine's lesson, Ryo. Carry its whisper, and no clamor will steal your peace. Ryo's practice transformed. He meditated not to silence his mind, but to listen to his breath, the moment, the world's quiet voice. When stress arose, a wayward thought, a rushed task, he paused, breathed, and tuned into the present. Like hearing the pine's whisper, his curious haste faded, his actions flowing with mindfulness, his heart centered, his sleep deepened, his dreams soft as the forest's hum, the needle's lesson a gentle guide. Years later, Ryo taught others to listen, sharing the pine's wisdom. Stress still came, but he met it with presence, his heart a whispering pine, alive with peace in every moment. The whispering pine teaches that stress thrives in our distracted minds, but fades when we listen mindfully to the present, like Ryo did. To find peace, tune into now. Tonight, as you prepare for sleep, practice this with a simple exercise. Lie down, letting your body sink into the bed, soft and relaxed. Close your eyes and breathe slowly, noticing the air's gentle flow. Feel any stress-racing thoughts, worries as a clamor in your mind. Don't silence it. Imagine sitting beneath Ryo's pine, its whisper soft and steady. With each exhale, listen to a sound your breath. The room's quiet, a distant hum letting thoughts pass like wind. Focus on the moment's rhythm, the pine's voice, anchoring you in calm. If a worry arises, note it gently, then return to listening. Picture the pine, whispering peace, your heart attuned. As you drift into sleep, carry this whisper in your soul, letting stress dissolve. This practice, done nightly, will help you stay present, grounding you in serenity that endures. Welcome to this soothing meditation. inspired by the story of the whispering pine, to help you release stress and find peace through mindful listening. Find a comfortable position, lying down if you're preparing to sleep, or sitting if you prefer. Let your body rest, your arms soft by your sides, your legs relaxed. Close your eyes gently and feel the support beneath you, steady like the earth beneath Ryo's forest. This moment is yours, a time to listen and rest. Begin by noticing your breath, the gentle rhythm of air flowing in and out. Don't change it, just follow its soft movement, like a breeze through a quiet forest. Your breath is your anchor, always here to ground you. If your mind feels scattered, carrying the stress of the day worries, plans, or noise, that's okay. These are sounds passing through, not your true heart. Imagine you're sitting beneath a towering pine, like the one in Ryo's retreat. The air is cool, scented with pine and earth. The tree's needles sway softly, whispering in the breeze, blending with the distant call of a thrush and the rustle of leaves. This pine is your heart, present and calm, speaking in the moment's quiet voice. As you breathe in, feel your body ground, steady like the pine's roots. As you exhale, let your body soften, ready to listen. Notice any stress or thought, tension. See it as a sound in the forest, loud but fleeting. With your next exhale, listen to a quieter sound, your breath, the room's hum, the pine's whisper, letting the thought pass like wind. Feel your mind lighten, your heart ease. Attuned to the moment, bring your focus to your breath, the rhythm that mirrors the pine's whisper. Inhale, feeling presence enter you like soft light. Exhale, listening to the moment, your breath, a subtle sound, the quiet around you. If a worry arises, don't silence it. Note it gently, like a bird's call, then return to the pines. Whisper, you don't need to quiet the world. The moment's voice is enough. Your body feels softer, your shoulders relaxed, your face at ease, your heart open. This is your heart at peace, listening to now. Picture the pine now, its needles shimmering, whispering the moment's song under a starry sky. Your mind is like this pine, calm and present. If your thoughts wander, drawn to stress or noise, that's natural. Gently guide your focus back to your breath, to the pine's voice. Each exhale tunes you to now. Each inhale brings you peace. As you drift toward sleep, trust that this whisper will stay with you. The story of Ryo has shown you how to listen, and this meditation is your practice. Your body is heavy, sinking into rest. Your mind is light, clear as the pine's song. Let this peace carry you into dreams, where stress fades and presence shines. You are calm, you are present, you are at peace. Stress often grips us when we face life's uncertainties and known futures, unexpected challenges, or moments of transition, filling us with fear that we'll falter or fall. This fear binds us, amplifying anxiety and robbing us of restful peace, especially at night. What if peace lies in trusting life's flow, even when the path ahead seems unclear? The Zen story of the empty bridge reveals why embracing trust over fear fosters inner peace, teaching us to cross life's uncertainties with calm confidence. This story is vital because it frees you from the stress of needing control, inviting you to trust the present moment. By embracing this wisdom, particularly during sleep when your mind is open, you can release fear-driven tension, finding serenity that carries you like a steady bridge, guiding you to a life of fearless calm in a rugged gorge where mist rose. From a rushing river and craggy cliffs loomed like silent guardians. There stood a Zen sanctuary, its stone walls perched on a ledge, its roof dusted with the first snows of winter. A young monk named Aki lived there, his spirit bold but shadowed by fear. Before joining the sanctuary, Aki had been a rope walker, performing daring feats across village festivals, but the constant dread of falling missteps, unsteady ropes, mocking crowds had left him stressed, his heart a knot of apprehension. In the sanctuary's quiet, he sought peace, yet his mind clung to fear, fear of failing his practice, fear of straying from Zen, fear of the unknown. His sleep was shallow, his dreams plagued by visions of plummeting into darkness, as if he were forever teetering on an unseen edge. One frosty morning, as icicles gleamed like crystal daggers and the river's roar echoed through the gorge, Aki sought his teacher, Master Kato, a Zen master whose presence was as unshakable as the cliffs, his steps light yet firm, as if he walked on air. Kato was crossing a narrow rope bridge spanning the gorge, its frayed strands swaying gently in the wind, connecting the sanctuary to a hidden shrine on the far cliff. Aki bowed at the bridge's edge, his voice trembling with the weight of his fears, his breath visible in the cold air. "Master," he said, "my heart is gripped by fear of failing, of the unknown. This stress keeps me from peace, and I can't rest. How can I cross life's uncertainties without falling?" Kato turned, his eyes reflecting the river's wild dance, calm yet fierce. "Aki," he said, "cross this bridge with me, and see what lies beneath your fear." Aki's stomach churned, his rope walker's instincts screaming danger. The bridge was old, its ropes worn, the river raging below, its spray cold against his face. "Master," he stammered, "this bridge is empty, too frail, too unsteady. I'll fall." Kato smiled, stepping onto the bridge. It swayed gentle under his weight. "Is it empty, Aki, or is it enough? Walk with me and trust." He extended a hand, his voice steady as stone, and began crossing, his movements fluid, unhurried, as if the bridge was solid ground. Aki hesitated, his stress surging, memories of past falls flashing slipping ropes, gasping crowds. But Kato's calm held him like a tether in a storm. Clutching his staff, Aki stepped onto the bridge, his legs trembling, the ropes creaking under his weight. The bridge swayed, the river's roar deafening, mist rising like a veil. Aki's heart pounded, fear urging him to freeze or flee. "Master," he gasped, "I can't do this." Kato, halfway across, turned, his silhouette framed by the shrine's distant glow. "Aki," he said, "look at your feet, not the river. Feel the rope, not the fear. Trust this step, not the end." Aki lowered his gaze, focusing on the rope beneath his sandals, rough and steady despite its sway. He took a breath, feeling the staff's weight, the air's bite, the bridge's rhythm. He stepped forward, then again, his fear still present, but no longer ruling. Each step was a choice to trust not the bridge's strength, but his own presence. The river faded, the fear softened, and he crossed, reaching the shrine stone platform, where Kato stood, a pine bough in his hand, its needles glistening with frost. Aki exhaled, his body trembling but alive, the shrine's quiet wrapping him like a warm cloak. "Master," he said, "I crossed, but the bridge felt empty yet. I didn't fall." "How?" Kato handed him the bow, its scent sharp and grounding. "The bridge is empty of guarantees, Aki, but full of trust. You stress because you fear the unknown, but peace is in trusting each step, not the destination. Return to the bridge, Aki, and cross within yourself. Come back when you see the empty bridge. Cato walked toward the shrine, leaving Archi with the bow and the bridge's gentle sway. Archi sat by the shrine, the bow in his hands, his mind wrestling with fear. He saw the bridge, frail yet enduring, and felt his fears failure, uncertainty, empty threats, not solid truths. He closed his eyes, breathing deeply, the river's roar a distant hum. He imagined crossing a bridge within, each step a moment of trust, fear arising but passing like mist. A calm grew, not a victory over fear, but a trust in being, steady as the bridge beneath his feet. His stress began to dissolve, his heart lightening. As if the bow had whispered its secret, peace was entrusting the empty bridge of now. At dawn, as sunlight gilded the gorge, Archi crossed the bridge again, alone, his steps sure, the bow tucked in his robe. He found Cato by the sanctuary, tending a fire, its flames dancing like the river's flow. "Master," Archi said, bowing, "the empty bridge is trust. I fear, but I step, and my stress fades. Peace is in this moment." Cato placed a hand on the bow, his smile warm as the fire. "You've seen the empty bridge, Archi. Trust it, and no fear will stop you." Archi's practice shifted. He meditated not to banish fear, but to trust each moment. When stress arose a doubtful thought, an uncertain task, he paused, breathed, and stepped within, trusting the now. His rope walker's dread faded, his life flowing with confidence, his heart steady. His sleep deepened, his dreams calm as the gorgeous mist, the boughs less than a faithful guide. Years later, Archi shared this wisdom, guiding others to trust life's bridge. Fear still came, but he met it with trust, his heart an empty bridge, alive with peace in every step. The empty bridge teaches that stress thrives in fear of the unknown, but fades when we trust the present, like Archi did. To find peace, embrace trust. Tonight, as you prepare for sleep, practice this with a simple exercise. Lie down, letting your body sink into the bed, soft and relaxed. Close your eyes and breathe slowly, noticing the air's gentle flow. Feel any stress, fear, uncertainty as a chasm below. Don't fight it. Imagine standing on Archi's bridge, its ropes steady beneath you. With each exhale, take a step, trusting this moment, letting fear pass like mist. Focus on your breath, the bridge's rhythm, anchoring you in now. If a fear arises, note it gently, then return to your step. Picture the bridge, empty yet enough, your heart at peace. As you drift into sleep, carry this bridge in your soul, letting stress dissolve. This practice, done nightly, will help you trust the moment, grounding you in serenity that endures. Welcome to this soothing meditation, inspired by the story of the empty bridge, to help you release stress and find peace through trust. Find a comfortable position, lying down if you're preparing to sleep, or sitting if you prefer. Let your body rest, your arms soft by your sides, your legs relaxed. Close your eyes gently and feel the support beneath you, steady like the cliff by Archi's sanctuary. This moment is yours, a time to trust and rest. Begin by noticing your breath, the gentle rhythm of air flowing in and out. Don't change it, just follow its soft movement, like a step on a quiet bridge. Your breath is your anchor, always here to ground you. If your mind feels tense, carrying the stress of the day, fears, uncertainties, or doubts, that's okay. These are shadows below, not your true path. Imagine you're standing at the edge of a rope bridge, like the one in Archi's gorge. The air is crisp, scented with snow and pine. The bridge sways gently, spanning a misty river, its ropes worn but steady. This bridge is your heart, empty of guarantees yet full of trust, ready to carry you in this moment. As you breathe in, feel your body ground, steady like the bridge's anchors. As you exhale, let your body soften, ready to step. Notice any fear, a doubt. See it as mist below the bridge, swirling but fleeting. With your next exhale, take a step on the bridge, feeling the rope beneath you, trusting this moment. Let the fear pass, your mind lightening, your heart steady. Bring your focus to your breath, the rhythm that mirrors the bridge's sway. Inhale, feeling trust enter you like soft light. Exhale, taking another step, letting a thought pass, a worry, an unknown. If a fear arises, don't freeze. Note it gently, like mist rising, then return to your breath, your step. You don't need to control the bridge. This moment is enough. Your body feels softer, your shoulders relaxed, your face at ease, your heart open. This is your heart at peace, trusting now. Picture the bridge now, stretching steady under a starry sky, its sway a gentle rhythm. Your mind is like this bridge, calm and trusting. If your thoughts wander, drawn to stress or fear, that's natural. Gently guide your focus back to your breath, to the bridge's path. Each exhale steps forward. Each inhale brings you peace. As you drift toward sleep, trust that this empty bridge will stay with you. The story of Aki has shown you how to trust, and this meditation is your practice. Your body is heavy, sinking into rest. Your mind is light, steady as the bridge. Let this peace carry you into dreams, where stress fades and trust shines. You are calm, you are steady, you are at peace. Stress often binds us when we resist life's natural flow, clinging to control, fighting change, or grasping at fleeting moments, creating tension that disrupts our peace and sleep. This struggle against impermanence fuels anxiety, leaving us restless. What if peace lies in surrendering to life's rhythm, letting go like a leaf falling effortlessly? The Zen story of the falling leaf reveals why embracing surrender fosters inner peace, teaching us to release, control, and flow with change. This story is vital because it frees you from the stress of resistance, inviting you to rest in life's natural dance. By embracing this wisdom, especially during sleep when your mind is open, you can let go of clinging, finding serenity that drifts like a leaf on the wind, guiding you to a life of graceful calm, in a serene woodland where ancient maples painted the air with fiery hues and a gentle brook wove its silver thread through mossy stones. There stood a Zen hermitage, its cedar walls bathed in the soft glow of autumn's fleeting light. A young monk named Nori lived there, his heart sincere, but heavy with resistance. Before joining the hermitage, Nori had been a gardener, tending meticulous rows of flowers, but the constant battle against wilting blooms, pests, and shifting seasons had left him stressed, his mind a fortress of control. In the hermitage's quiet, he sought peace, yet his thoughts clung tightly to perfecting his meditations, preserving each moment, resisting life's inevitable changes. His sleep was troubled, his dreams filled with fading gardens, as if he were forever grasping at petals slipping through his fingers. One golden afternoon, as leaves drifted like embers from the maples and the brook's murmur blended with the wind's soft sigh, Nori sought his teacher, Master Yutna, a Zen master whose presence was as light as a falling leaf, her movements flowing with the ease of autumn's dance. Yuna sat by the brook, watching a single maple leaf spiral downward, its crimson edge catching the sun's warm rays. Nori bowed, his voice taut with strain, the weight of his resistance pressing like a stone against his heart. "Master," he said, "I fight to hold peace. My meditations slip. Moments pass too quickly. This stress binds me, and I can't rest. How can I find calm when everything changes?" Yuna lifted the leaf, its veins delicate as a spider's web, her eyes soft yet clear. "Nori," she said, "watch this leaf. What does it teach? Sit here, follow its fall, and return when you understand its lesson." Nori sat by the brook, the leaf in his hands, his mind defiant, his stress surging. He saw only loss in its full beauty fading, life slipping away, like his gardens wilting despite his care. He clutched the leaf, tempted to preserve it, to fight its descent, but Yuna's words echoed, "Follow its fall." He watched another leaf break free from a branch, spiraling gently, unresisting, carried by the wind to the brook's surface, where it floated briefly before drifting downstream. His gardener's instinct rebelled, urging him to save it, to control its fate. But he stayed, breathing deeply, the brook's song grounding him. Thoughts arose, fears of imperfect practice, regrets of lost moments, but he let them pass, focusing on the leaf's dance, its surrender to the moment's flow. Hours passed, the sun dipping low, casting long shadows across the woodland, the maples glowing like a quiet fire. Nori closed his eyes, the leaf soft in his palm, his breath slowing to match the brook's rhythm. He imagined himself as a leaf, falling without struggle, trusting the wind, the water, the earth. His resistance began to soften, not because he forced it, but because he saw change as natural, like seasons turning. The stress of clinging to perfection, to moments faded, replaced by a calm that flowed, effortless and free, like the leaf's gentle descent. His heart opened, a quiet smile forming, as if the woodland itself had whispered its secret. Peace was in surrendering, not in holding on. At dawn, as mist rose from the brook and the maples shed their leaves in a silent cascade, Nori opened his eyes, the leaf now curled but radiant in his hand. He felt unburdened, his mind no longer a fortress but a stream, flowing with life's changes. He returned to the hermitage, finding Yuna by the brook, arranging fallen leaves in a spiral on a stone. "Master Nori," said, bowing, his voice light, "the falling leaf surrenders to the wind. I let go, and my stress fades. Peace is in flowing, not fighting." Yuna placed the leaf in the spiral, her smile warm as sunlight. "You've seen the leaf's lesson, Nori, fall with it, and no change will bind you." Nori's practice transformed. He meditated not to hold peace, but to flow with it, letting thoughts and moments pass like leaves on water. When stress or a shifting mood, a changing task, he paused, breathed, and surrendered, trusting life's rhythm. His gardener's control faded, his life blooming with ease, his heart free. His sleep deepened, his dreams soft as falling leaves, the leaf's lesson a gentle cradle. Years later, Nori shared this wisdom, guiding others to surrender to life's flow. Change still came, but he met it with grace, his heart a falling leaf, alive with peace in every descent. The falling leaf teaches that stress thrives when we resist change, but fades when we surrender to life's flow, like Nori did, too. Find peace, let go. Tonight, as you prepare for sleep, practice this with a simple exercise. Lie down, letting your body sink into the bed, soft and relaxed. Close your eyes and breathe slowly, noticing the air's gentle flow. Feel any stress clinging, resistance, a grasp at fleeting moments. Don't fight it. Imagine sitting by Nori's brook, watching a leaf fall. With each exhale, let a thought go, a worry, a need to control, trusting it to drift like a leaf. Focus on your breath, the leaf's gentle descent, anchoring you in calm. If resistance arises, note it gently, then return to letting go. Picture the leaf falling freely, your heart at peace. As you drift into sleep, carry this leaf in your soul, letting stress dissolve. This practice, done nightly, will help you flow with change, grounding you in serenity that endures. Welcome to this soothing meditation, inspired by the story of the falling leaf, to help you release stress and find peace through surrender. Find a comfortable position, lying down if you're preparing to sleep, or sitting if you prefer. Let your body rest, your arms soft by your sides, your legs relaxed. Close your eyes gently and feel the support beneath you, steady like the earth by Nori's brook. This moment is yours, a time to let go and rest. Begin by noticing your breath, the gentle rhythm of air flowing in and out. Don't change it, just follow its soft movement, like a leaf drifting on a quiet breeze. Your breath is your anchor, always here to ground you. If your mind feels tense, carrying the stress of the day, worries, resistance, or control, that's okay. These are moments you cling to, not your true flow. Imagine you're sitting by a woodland brook, like the one in Nori's hermitage. The air is warm, scented with maple and moss. Above, a crimson leaf breaks free from a branch, spiraling gently downward, carried by the breeze to the brook's surface. This leaf is your heart, free and flowing, surrendering to life's rhythm. As you breathe in, feel your body ground, steady like the brook stones. As you exhale, let your body soften, ready to release. Notice any stress or thought, a need to hold on. See it as a leaf you clutch, heavy but fleeting. With your next exhale, let the leaf fall, watching it drift to the brook, carried away. Feel your mind lighten, your heart ease, flowing with the moment. Bring your focus to your breath, the rhythm that mirrors the leaf's descent. Inhale, feeling freedom enter you like soft light. Exhale, letting a thought go, a worry, a fight against change. If resistance arises, don't grasp it. Note it gently, like a leaf falling, then return to your breath, your flow. You don't need to control life. This moment is enough. Your body feels softer, your shoulders relaxed, your face at ease, your heart open. This is your heart at peace, drifting freely. Picture the leaf now, floating on the brook, carried gently under a golden sky. Your mind is like this leaf, calm and surrendered. If your thoughts wander, drawn to stress or control, that's natural. Gently guide your focus back to your breath, to the leaf's fall. Each exhale releases a hold. Each inhale brings you peace. As you drift towards sleep, trust that this falling leaf will stay with you. The story of Nori has shown you how to surrender, and this meditation is your practice. Your body is heavy, sinking into rest. Your mind is light, free as a leaf. Let this peace carry you into dreams, where stress fades and flow shines. You are calm, you are free, you are at peace. Stress often blooms from our neglect of the present, as we rush through life, consumed by past regrets or future worries, overlooking the beauty and calm available in each moment. This haste scatters our peace, leaving us anxious and sleepless, yearning for rest. What if peace lies in tending to the present, like nurturing a garden hidden within us? The Zen story of the hidden garden reveals why cultivating mindfulness in the now fosters inner peace, teaching us to care for the moment with gentle attention. This story is crucial because it transforms stress into an invitation to be present, offering a simple practice to anchor your heart. By embracing this wisdom, especially during sleep when your mind is open, you can soothe anxiety, finding serenity that grows like a garden's quiet bloom, guiding you to a life of mindful calm. In a quiet valley where rolling hills cradled a patchwork of rice fields and the evening breeze carried the scent of blooming lotus, there stood a Zen cloister, its clay walls glowing softly under the sun's tender embrace, its bamboo gate creaking gently in the wind. A young monk named Kaoru lived there, her spirit tender but troubled by distraction. Before joining the cloister, Kaoru had been a weaver, crafting intricate tapestries for wealthy patrons, but the relentless pastite deadlines, demanding clients, the fear of flawed threads had left her stressed, her mind a loom of tangled thoughts. In the cloister's stillness, she sought peace, yet her attention wandered, lost in regrets of past errors or plans to perfect her practice. Her sleep was shallow, her dreams woven with unraveling threads, as if her heart were a neglected garden overrun with weeds. One spring morning, as cherry blossoms fluttered like soft snow and the valley hummed with the chorus of waking birds, Kaoru sought her teacher, Master Sumi, a Zen master whose presence was as nurturing as fertile soil, her hands moving with the care of a gardener tending fragile sprouts. Sumi was in a small courtyard behind the cloister, kneeling beside a patch of earth overgrown with weeds, her fingers gently coaxing wildflowers from the soil. Kaoru bowed, her voice heavy with unease, the weight of her scattered mind pressing like a tangled skein against her chest. "Master," she said, "my thoughts drift regrets of yesterday, plans for tomorrow. This stress steals my peace, and I can't rest. How can I find calm when my mind wanders so?" Sumi lifted a tiny violet, its petals vibrant despite the weeds, her eyes warm yet steady. "Kaoru," she said, "look at this garden. What does it need? Tend this earth, and return when you see its hidden bloom." Kaoru knelt beside the patch, her mind resistant, her stress flaring. She saw only neglect weeds choking the soil, stones scattered, no order or beauty. Her weaver's eye judged it harshly, longing to impose a pattern, to clear it all and start anew. She began pulling weeds, her hands rough, expecting to uncover a grand garden, but found only dirt and roots, stubborn and unyielding. "This is hopeless," she thought, her thoughts drifting to a flawed tapestry, a rushed meditation, a future she couldn't shape. She worked mechanically, her stress whispering of failure, tempted to abandon the task. But Sumi's words held her. "See its hidden bloom." As noon warmed the valley, sunlight filtering through the blossoms, Kaoru slowed, her breath easing. She noticed a small bud, half buried, its green tip pushing through the earth. She cleared the weeds around it gently, her fingers softer now, feeling the soil's cool dampness, the bud's fragile strength. She tended another patch, finding more sprouts, violets, clover, a tiny fern uncurling like a quiet hope. Her thoughts still wandered regrets, plans, but she returned to the garden, to the moment's work. A stone moved, a root loosened, a bud freed. The stress of perfection began to fade, not because she forced it, but because she cared for the now, each small act a stitch in a new tapestry. A calm grew, like a garden waking, its blooms hidden but alive, waiting for her gentle touch. By dusk, as the valley glowed with twilight's soft lavender and the blossoms settled on the earth. Kaoru sat back, her hands earthy, the garden transformed not, grand but alive, with sprouts and flowers peeking through tended soil. She closed her eyes, her breath deep, imagining a garden within her heart, its blooms the moments she'd rushed past. Her stress softened, her heart flowering, as if the earth had shared its secret. Peace was in tending the present, not in weaving a perfect future. At dawn, as mist wreathed the valley and the garden sparkled with dew, Kaoru returned to the courtyard, finding Sumi watering the violets, their petals bright against the earth. "Master," Kaoru said, bowing, her voice clear, "the hidden garden blooms in the moment. I tend the now, and my stress fades. Peace is in this care." Sumi placed a violet in Kaoru's hand, its roots still earthy, her smile warm as spring. "You've seen the gardens bloom, Kaoru. Tend it, and no weed will choke your peace." Kaoru's practice shifted. She meditated not to perfect the moment, but to tend it, letting thoughts pass like weeds she gently cleared. When stress arose a wandering mind, a rushed task, she paused, breathed, and nurtured the now, like tending a bud. Her weaver's haste faded, her life blooming with presence, her heart rooted. Her sleep deepened, her dreams soft as petals, the violet's lesson a nurturing guide. Years later, Kaoru shared this wisdom, guiding others to tend their hidden gardens. Distraction still came, but she met it with care, her heart a hidden garden, alive with peace in every moment. The hidden garden teaches that stress thrives when we neglect the present, but fades when we tend the moment, like Kaoru did. To find peace, nurture now. Tonight, as you prepare for sleep, practice this with a simple exercise. Lie down, letting your body sink into the bed, soft and relaxed. Close your eyes and breathe slowly, noticing the air's gentle flow. Feel any stress, regrets, plans as weeds in your mind. Don't clear them forcefully. Imagine sitting in Kaoru's garden, tending a bud. With each exhale, care for this moment, your breath, the quiet letting thoughts pass like weeds. Focus on the now, the garden's bloom, anchoring you in calm. If a worry arises, note it gently, then return to tending. Picture the garden, flowering softly, your heart at peace. As you drift into sleep, carry this garden in your soul, letting stress dissolve. This practice, done nightly, will help you nurture presence, grounding you in serenity that endures. Welcome to this soothing meditation, inspired by the story of the hidden garden, to help you release stress and find peace through mindful presence. Find a comfortable position, lying down if you're preparing to sleep, or sitting if you prefer. Let your body rest, your arms soft by your sides, your legs relaxed. Close your eyes gently and feel the support beneath you, steady like the earth in Kaoru's courtyard. This moment is yours, a time to tend and rest. Begin by noticing your breath, the gentle rhythm of air flowing in and out. Don't change it. Follow its soft movement, like a breeze through a quiet garden. Your breath is your anchor, always here to ground you. If your mind feels scattered, carrying the stress of the day, regrets, plans, or haste, it's okay. These are weeds in your heart's garden, not its true bloom. Imagine you're kneeling in a small garden, like the one behind Kaoru's cloister. The air is warm, scented with lotus and earth. Around you, the soil is rich, dotted with tiny buds, clover, ferns peeking through weeds. This garden is your heart, alive with the moment's quiet beauty, waiting for your care as you breathe in. Feel your body ground, steady like the garden's earth. As you exhale, let your body soften, ready to tend. Notice any stress or thought, a worry. See it as a weed, tangled but removable. With your next exhale, gently clear the weed, tending above your breath, this moment's calm. Let the thought pass, your mind lightening, your heart blooming. Bring your focus to your breath, the rhythm that mirrors the garden's growth. Inhale, feeling presence enter you like soft light. Exhale, nurturing the moment your breath, the quiet around you. If a worry arises, don't fight it. Note it gently, like a weed, then return to tending a bud, your breath. You don't need to perfect the garden. This moment's care is enough. Your body feels softer, your shoulders relaxed, your face at ease, your heart open. This is your heart at peace, flowering in now. Picture the garden now, its buds unfolding, glowing under a twilight sky. Your mind is like this garden, calm and alive. If your thoughts wander, drawn to stress or haste, that's natural. Gently guide your focus back to your breath, to the garden's bloom. Each exhale tends a bud. Each inhale brings you peace as you drift towards sleep. Trust that this hidden garden will stay with you. The story of Kaoru has shown you how to tend, and this meditation is your practice. Your body is heavy, sinking into rest. Your mind is light, radiant as a violet. Let this peace carry you into dreams, where stress fades and presence blooms. You are calm, you are present, you are at peace. Stress often surges in life's rush as we react impulsively to challenges, anger, fear, or haste propelling us like arrows toward conflict or anxiety, disrupting our peace and sleep. This reactivity scatters our calm, leaving us tense and unrested. What if peace lies in pausing, finding stillness amid motion? The Zen story of the still arrow reveals why cultivating a mindful pause fosters inner peace, teaching us to respond with clarity rather than react. This story is crucial because it transforms stress into an opportunity for presence, offering a simple practice to center your heart. By embracing this wisdom, especially during sleep when your mind is open, you can quiet impulsive reactions, finding serenity that holds steady like an arrow paused in flight, guiding you to a life of poised calm. In a wind-swept plain where golden grasses danced under vast skies and distant mountains stood like silent sentinels, there stood a Zen dojo, its wooden walls weathered by sun and storm, its training yard marked by the soft tread of disciplined feet. A young monk named Haru lived there, his spirit fierce but troubled by impulsiveness. Before joining the dojo, Haru had been an archer, competing in village tournaments, but the pressure to hit every target rival taunts, crowd expectations, his own fiery temper had left him stressed, his mind a quiver of restless arrows. In the dojo's quiet, he sought peace, yet his reactions flared. A sharp word during a debate, a rushed move in training, a surge of frustration in meditation. His sleep was fitful, his dreams pierced by arrows flying wide, as if his heart were forever loosed without aim. One summer dawn, as the plain glowed with the first light and the grasses whispered secrets to the breeze, Haru sought his teacher, Master Tetsuo, a Zen master whose presence was as steady as a drawn bow, his calm a stillness that held power. Tetsuo stood in the training yard, an arrow notched in his bow, his gaze fixed on a distant straw target, his breath slow as the morning's. Hush. Haru bowed, his voice edged with agitation. the weight of his impulsiveness pressing like a taut string against his chest. "Master," he said, "my reactions rule me anger at a slight haste in my tasks. This stress steals my peace, and I can't rest. How can I find calm when my mind shoots like an arrow?" Tetsuo drew the bow, the arrow quivering, then paused, his eyes meeting Haru's. "Haru," he said, "watch this arrow. What stops its flight? Stand here, see its stillness, and return when you understand its lesson." Haru stood beside the target, his mind restless, his stress simmering. He watched Tetsuo hold the arrow, poised but unmoving, the bow's tension a silent force. Haru expected release, a swift shot to pierce the straw, but Tetsuo remained still, the arrow frozen in its arc, as if time itself had paused. This is pointless, Haru thought, his archer's instinct urging action, his stress flaring at the delay. Memories surged, missed shots, heated arguments, rushed meditations, a loosed arrow gone astray. He shifted, tempted to urge Tetsuo to shoot, to break the stillness, but the master's calm held him like a string drawn taut yet steady. "See its stillness," Tetsuo's words echoed, and Haru breathed, focusing on the arrow, its fletching soft in the breeze, its tip gleaming in the dawn's golden light. Hours passed, the sun climbing high, warming the plain with a gentle glow, the grasses swaying like a sea of gold. Haru's impatience waned, his breath slowing to match Tetsuo's rhythm, as if he were the arrow, held but not released. Thoughts arose: anger at a peer, fear of failure, but he didn't react. He paused, watching them like the arrow, present but unmoving, their force fading in the stillness. A calm emerged, not a forced silence, but a clarity born of pause, like the moment before a perfect shot. His stress began to dissolve, his heart steadying, as if the arrow had whispered its secret. Peace was in the pause, not in the flight. At dusk, as the plain shimmered with twilight's soft violet, and the mountains loomed in quiet majesty, Haru opened his eyes, the arrow still notched in Tetsuo's bow, its stillness a lesson carved in his heart. He returned to the dojo, finding Tetsuo in the yard, lowering the bow, the arrow now resting at his side. "Master," Haru said, bowing, his voice clear, "the still arrow pauses before it flies. I pause, and my reactions fade. Peace is in this stillness." Tetsuo handed Haru the arrow, its shaft smooth and balanced, his smile warm as the fading sun. "You've seen the arrow's lesson, Haru. Hold its stillness, and no haste will uncenter you." Haru's practice transformed. He meditated not to suppress reactions, but to pause within them, holding each moment like a drawn bow. When stress arose, a sharp retort, a rushed task, he paused, breathed, and found clarity, responding with calm. His archer's temper cooled, his life flowing with precision, his heart poised. His sleep deepened, his dreams steady as a drawn arrow, the arrow's lesson a quiet guide. Years later, Haru shared this wisdom, guiding others to pause amid life's rush. Reactions still came, but he met them with stillness, his heart a still arrow, alive with peace in every moment. The still arrow teaches that stress thrives in impulsive reactions, but fades when we pause mindfully, like Haru did. To find peace, cultivate stillness. Tonight, as you prepare for sleep, practice this with a simple exercise. Lie down, letting your body sink into the bed, soft and relaxed. Close your eyes and breathe slowly, noticing the air's gentle flow. Feel any stress, anger, haste as an arrow ready to fly. Don't loose it. Imagine standing in Haru's yard, the arrow paused in its bow. With each exhale, hold a thought, a reaction, a worry still, letting it rest without flight. Focus on your breath, the arrow's quiet tension, anchoring you in calm. If a reaction arises, note it gently, then return to the pause. Picture the arrow, still and steady, your heart at peace. As you drift into sleep, carry this stillness in your soul, letting stress dissolve. This practice, done nightly, will help you pause with clarity, grounding you in serenity that endures. Welcome to this soothing meditation, inspired by the story of the still arrow, to help you release stress and find peace through mindful pause. Find a comfortable position, lying down if you're preparing to sleep, or sitting if you prefer. Let your body rest, your arms soft by your sides, your legs relaxed. Close your eyes gently and feel the support beneath you, steady like the earth in Haru's training yard. This moment is yours, a time to pause and rest. Begin by noticing your breath, the gentle rhythm of air flowing in and out. Don't change. It just follow its soft movement, like a bow drawn slowly in quiet focus. Your breath is your anchor, always here to ground you. If your mind feels rushed, carrying the stress of the day, anger, haste, or reactions, that's okay. These are arrows ready to fly, not your true aim. Imagine you're standing in a training yard, like the one in Haru's dojo. The air is warm, scented with grass and sun. Before you, a bow holds a notched arrow, its tip gleaming, paused in perfect stillness under a golden sky. This arrow is your heart, calm and poised, holding peace in its pause. As you breathe in, feel your body ground, steady like the archer's stance. As you exhale, let your body soften, ready to pause. Notice any stress, a thought, a reaction. See it as an arrow quivering to fly, tense but held. With your next exhale, hold the arrow still, letting the thought rest, like a pause before release. Feel your mind lighten, your heart steady, centered in the moment. Bring your focus to your breath, the rhythm that mirrors the arrow's stillness. Inhale, feeling clarity enter you like soft light. Exhale, holding a thought, still a worry, a rush. If a reaction arises, don't lose it. Note it gently, like an arrow paused, then return to your breath, your stillness. You don't need to react. This moment's pause is enough. Your body feels softer, your shoulders relaxed, your face at ease, your heart open. This is your heart at peace, steady in pause. Picture the arrow now, still in its bow, poised under a twilight sky. Your mind is like this arrow, calm and clear. If your thoughts wander, drawn to stress or haste, that's natural. Gently guide your focus back to your breath, to the arrow's stillness. Each exhale holds a pause. Each inhale brings you peace. As you drift towards sleep, trust that this still arrow will stay with you. The story of Haru has shown you how to pause, and this meditation is your practice. Your body is heavy, sinking into rest. Your mind is light, steady as an arrow. Let this peace carry you into dreams, where stress fades and clarity shines. You are calm, you are poised, you are at peace. Over the past 3 hours, you've wandered through 10 profound Zen stories, each a gentle guide illuminating your path to inner peace. From the silent bell's quiet presence to the still arrow's poised pause, you felt the weight of stress soften, your heart blooming like a hidden garden in spring's embrace. These tales of monks trusting empty bridges, surrendering like falling leaves, or tending the moment's subtle blooms have revealed the Zen master's secrets, showing that peace isn't a distant shore but a light within, shining in each mindful breath. As you've rested, perhaps drifting towards sleep, these lessons have taken root, like seeds in fertile soil, calming your mind and easing your burdens. Can you sense it, now, that steady calm, like a lantern glowing through the night, or a pine's whisper in a quiet forest? This journey has been a sanctuary, a reminder that peace is yours to claim. No matter life's chaos yet, this serene moment is just a beginning, a single step on a pathless path. You've glimpsed the tranquility these stories offer, but pausing here would be like tending a garden only once its blooms could wither, and stress might creep back, tangling your newfound clarity. The Zen master's wisdom thrives through practice, growing richer with each moment you nurture it. If you let this journey fade, the rush of daily life worries, distractions, fears could overshadow the peace you've cultivated, dimming the light you found. You've walked so far, trusting, surrendering, pausing with grace. To stop now would be to leave your garden untended, your arrow unloosed, your bridge uncrossed. The next step is simple, a gentle act to keep this calm alive, weaving these secrets into your days and nights for lasting serenity. To deepen this peace, explore our curated playlist, Zen Stories for Mindful Living, linked below, where more tales await to guide you through life's winds. Each story builds on these secrets, offering fresh insights to stay centered. Or download our free guide, 10 Zen Practices for Inner Peace. Also linked below, a practical companion to nurture your mindfulness daily. Click the link now to access these resources and continue your journey. If these stories have touched you, share your favorite in the comments. How has it calmed your heart? Your words could inspire another's path. Subscribe and join our community to stay connected, ensuring you never miss a whisper of Zen wisdom. Let's keep this journey flowering together as you rest in peace and rise in calm.